welcome to my channel, The Moody Pages. I'm Chanel, and I'm going to be doing a vlog for Archer's Voice. Now, I am a fantasy girly, a fantasy romance girly. I'm not a contemporary romance person at all. But for the book babes this month, we have chosen to read Archer's Voice. And I've actually heard some really good things about this. Like, I have not heard a negative review. So I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous to read this all at the same time. And I want to bring you guys along with me because I want to see if I am wrong and that it's actually really good, or if it's not great like I'm expecting from a contemporary romance. So, alright, what are your thoughts? Do you guys like contemporary romances? This is not something I would normally pick up, but my friend Book and Snap, Alyssa, she recommended this book to me, so I did put it on my TBR list and on Goodreads, so it's not like I don't want to read it. I do. It's just coming up a lot quicker than I probably would have read it. It sounds like this girl might have gotten, her dad might have gotten killed, because it says like the sound of rain, the blood, the coldness of a gun against my skin for 6 months. Each breath has been a reminder that I survived and my dad didn't. And she's almost safe again, but then she meets this dude named Archer, and then like her world flips upside down, and like apparently he's like this really quiet dude, but with her maybe not. And the town is mired in secrets and betrayals, and then Archer is the explosive center of it all. I'd like to know if this dude's like a drug dealer or something. That's what it kind of makes me feel like. If you're saying it's an explosion, he's the gossip of the town. That's what I think of. So let's figure it out together, shall we? Hi guys, time to check in. I am 100 pages into Archer's Voice and I got some thoughts. I'm gonna say that so far I'm kind of torn on this. There's some parts that like I have tabbed where it's, why would the author write this? That's such a weird cringe sentence. And then also I started tabbing how many times she describes eyes as whiskey colored. It's been too often within the 100 pages. I mean, it's been 3 times, so is that often? You tell me, but it's enough for me to have noticed and start tabbing. So Archer is not, so far, no red flags. It's more green. They're not like green yet, I think. I think he's trauma flags. He has trauma, and luckily she's like kind enough to want to, like, Bree, the main character, is kind enough to want to get to know him and like see past those things and get to know him more. And I like that it's signing. He can hear but he can't really talk, right? So she's like, hey, I learned how to sign, my dad was deaf. And so like a lot of the times it's cursive for the, like when they're signing, which I think is pretty dang cool. Like, as you can see, like in the sentences, the cursive is, or the slanted is them signing, which I think is pretty cool. I want to be a family friendly channel so bad, so bad. So if you're with kids, maybe don't share the sentence, but no, I can't do it. I'll let you read it though. Pause. Who writes that sentence? You just woke up in the middle of the night and that's what you're feeling? Okay, kind of weird. Anyways, one of the few examples so far of what the heck did she write and why did she write it? Hi everyone. I'm trying to like film on my phone real quick because I'm like, oh my gosh, I've barely vlogged at all. But I want to tell you guys it's Red Cup Day at Starbucks. So I was able to snag my red cup. Woo! And it's actually so cute. I like how like simple and it's just like the stars it is. And yes, I went like looking like this, which I think it's not too bad, but it's a little crazy up top. It's a little crazy. The holiday drink I got was the like sugar cookie vanilla almond milk or sugar cookie almond milk latte. Then I added some vanilla cold foam on top. It is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like a genius for adding the cold foam on top. Is it really a genius move? No, but it's bomb. So I recommend you try it and I hope you got your red cup. All right, so I am in my living room and we got the Christmas tree that still needs to be taken out of the box and it's a little messy, but you can't really see it and I'm not sorry. I'm lazy right now. But I'm about halfway through Archer's Voice at this point, maybe a little bit more than half. I am on page 212. So I've tabbed quite a bit and quite honestly, I think I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. No, not the squeaky toy. All right, this is officially take 3 of me trying to film in the living room. And I had said in other ones that it is messy and I do not care. And yes, okay. So I'm about halfway through, a little over halfway through Archer's Voice. I'm on page. A lot of these tabs are kind of like, why would you say that? Like, why would you write that? That is such an awkward thing to say and like write and think. And then there's some things that like I think are cute. Like here, I literally said cute. And then other parts I'm like, and later down there I'm like, okay, I can see that. How that would be sentimental and cute, but also, what? Why would you write that? I don't know. So let me give an instance. So here is where the main character Bree and Archer are, she's giving him a haircut, okay? And I had like, she's giving him a haircut and they're both getting aroused by her giving him a haircut. A haircut. And apparently it's like, she's so close to my face and like his breathing like hitches and so weird. I think that's weird that he's like, they're both being like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Like this is how I want it to start, my haircut. And then like her thought during this was, had anyone since his mother touched him with tenderness? Who thinks that? Who thinks that when you're like starting to like initiate something or starting to feel some type of way? Like who thinks about the other person's mother? And like, I don't know. So it's just kind of like awkward thoughts like that that are kind of off-putting to me. I think that this storyline is really good. So far, it's a little slow, but I really appreciate that this book follows Archer and not the cousin Travis, because I feel like so many contemporary romance books would follow a character like Travis. And then Archer, he has so much more depth to him just so far, and he has a lot of trauma, backstory that we're wanting to find out more about. So his character is way more interesting than his cousin Travis. I don't know. Well, I'm liking it so far and I can't wait to finish it and like, I don't know, overall see what the review will be. I think my big hesitancy here is just the author writes so many what the heck type of sentences, awkward sentences like that. And also scenarios that are like not realistic in my mind. and it's just a little frustrating to read that, but also it's a romance book, so is it really going to be realistic? No. All right, I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. So it is like a Saturday night, and oh, it's like not even 9 o'clock, and I'm in. I showered, I did my skincare, I did a face mask, and I know that this like camera's like not catching me all the way, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm on page 282 of Archer's Voice, so I'm like almost done. The author continues to throw in phrases and like scenarios. I'm just like, why are you doing this? It makes it cringe. It makes it cringe. But I'm also like, I don't know. Am I liking it? I think I like the idea of it more. I think had this been maybe a different author, it would have been delivered better. Like, let me show you my... There's this phrase that just like I literally started laughing, and I sent it to my friends and was like, well, that's one way to describe a butt. It highly sexualizes Archer, and it's just kind of like, okay, so instead of falling in love with him like emotionally, like I feel like this is also really a superficial relationship, because really all she's getting out of it is just like her being able to talk non-stop about her feelings and have like a great physical relationship with him. And I don't know, it's not great in my opinion. Okay, so it says, the next day I left Archer tangled in the sheets of his bed. A blanket barely covered the muscular globes of his ass. Muscular globes. Who describes a butt that way? Who? Like, who in their right mind is like, you know what? How I can describe a voluptuous butt as a globe. No. No one says that. And then everything is just very superficial, and that's something I really don't like about romance books. It's that it's all superficial and like surface level items. It's not deep in love, and where you get to see like a bad side of someone. I don't know, it's just all superficial and surface level, and I don't care for it. But we're gonna continue to read, and I'll probably update you guys when I'm done with the book. An extended epilogue of the epilogue. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Okay, I just finished Archer's Voice, and there's an epilogue, and then there's an extended version of the epilogue. So there's an epilogue to the epilogue, and then on top of that, they're like, do you want to know more? Do you want to know more? Do you want to read when Archer was falling in love? And honestly, no, I don't care. Okay. There were some twists to the ending, and I appreciated them. And one thing that gets me every time is like the ending ends okay. Like, and if the ending stuck there, I'd be perfectly content, and this would be a solid 3.5 stars. But it's the epilogues. It's like whenever there's a romance book, there's always an epilogue, and it's always the same thing, in my opinion, like from all the romance ones I've read. And I don't want to go into like spoilers of this because I don't think I've given much context for spoilers. So this is spoiler free, but it's the same cliche ending every single time, and that's what makes me so upset, because it has to be the same thing every time. And why does everyone think that in order to be happy, that ending has to be it? You know, like, or if there is a happy ending, like, why is it that? And for a moment there, like, I thought, I don't know, this was gonna be a 3.5, but that ending for me gave it a solid 3. But that's just because, again, I'm really picky about my romance novels, contemporary romance novels. Fantasy romance, I can read the same type of plotline over and over again and not get sick of it. And then, of course, like holiday ones, like, I'm okay with those and their like cliche-ness. So I don't know what it is about contemporary romance. But we did get another Whiskey Colored Eyes description. And thanks for watching this reading vlog with me. If you've read this book, let me know in the description, or not the description box, you can't get in there, in the comment section if you've read it, or if this is something that you might want to read. And I'm looking forward to the next reading vlog and reading holiday books. That's what I'm excited for, is reading the holiday books. Alright, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.